and gentlemen, welcome to RENE Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze and simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much, man, for tuning into the flash lives, the premieres of my videos such as this, commenting in the comment sections of the videos. Playback family, salute, man. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you, kings and queens. If you're new to the platform, we just love the sport. If you love the sport, this is a place for you, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody's support, via liking, via sharing, via subbing, via hitting the notification bell. And if you wish, you can go ahead and also support via Cash App also. Link in the description down there, the handle, $ RENE Boxing, or you can check it here on the screen also. So I appreciate y'all, man. I want to get right to this. I want to talk about Rolly Romero, his recent, a recent interview, I can say, because these fighters do a lot of interviews sometimes, just depending on the fighter and who they are, Rolly Romero just had an interview recently. I think it was with Fight Hype, if I'm not mistaken. Salute to Fight Hype. Link in the description of that video. You can check it out, I just want to talk about this. I want to, like I said, we all have different perspectives on things, when we see things in the fight game, and in interviews and things of that nature. I want to get my 2 cents on Rolly concerning this interview in particular, okay? So, it's just kind of funny because, the thing here about Rolly Romero that's, I'm not saying he can't fight. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna, degrade a fighter, a pro fighter, they can fight somehow, some way they fight, whatever level they're on, Some are highly skilled, some are highly talented, and others are, it doesn't seem as much, But I want to, kind of do a different approach here concerning Rolly Romero and his character. When you check out this interview, check it out. Like I said, link in the description. It seems like Rolly Romero, the first impression, I don't follow this guy, okay? First, I got to say that. I don't really follow him. I just don't really follow this guy, okay? Hasn't really attracted too much of my attention. His knockouts are amazing. He can punch. He hits hard, The actual real fight, I saw a couple of his fights. I've seen a few of them, I think I called a couple. I just don't remember. It's on the channel. I called some fights here and there, Just recently called the Tyson Fury and Dillian White fight, called it, on the channel. So like I'm saying, go ahead and subscribe if you're not. You could, stay upbeat what's going on here on the channel. I called a couple of his fights. But what stuck out really to me concerning his skill and where he's at was against Martinez. Y'all remember that one? Where it was a huge robbery. In my humble opinion, that was a big, major robbery, But that's a sport. It is what it is. So that's why I don't really follow him too much. I haven't really been too convinced on him. But like I said, the knockout is fun to watch, It's been said out there that a lot of people, watch the sport of boxing or just combat sports generally speaking because they want to see knockouts, But, I like to see knockouts too, It's fun, Seeing how fighters set up knockouts, hearing the punching power. Pitbull Cruz is the other, recently knocking out Gamboa in an impressive fashion. Beautiful stuff, Mike Tyson, you go back history. It's just beautiful stuff, But that's what caught my attention concerning Rolly, generally speaking, as a fighter. And me as a fan, I'm not really a Rolly fan. And what stuck out to me also mainly here in this interview was just the way he is, man. Like when you start, like for example, when you watch this interview, first few seconds, you can just tell, I can't put my finger on it. And I'm not going to get to the point of saying it worries me, but he seems younger than his age, And I'm trying to say this in a fashion where, it's not offensive or anything, and it's not even my approach. You already know my channel, man. Those who maybe don't know me, I'm as respectful as I can be, when it comes to all these fighters, But with Rolly Romero, man, it seems like he's younger than what he is. The way he acts, the way he conducts himself, the way he speaks. You see what I mean? Kind of reminds me kind of like a, Billy Joe Saunders, maybe a Adrian Broner, outside the ring. I'm talking about outside the ring, excuse me. The way they if you follow Billy Joe Saunders, for example, go a couple years ago, since a couple years ago, whatever, just generally in his outside the ring, Billy Joe Saunders kind of acts like a junior high kid, that doesn't mature and grow up. With Rolly Romero, and I kind of said the same, I kind of think the same of Adrian Broner, throughout the years. I haven't really followed Adrian Broner as well, and I have my reasons why. Like I said, if you don't know my stance on Adrian Broner, what I think, my perspective concerning him, you check out the channel, man, But that's just me, the focused Adrian Broner was amazing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the Adrian Broner since he started losing, Maidana, and he's just started going downhill with the drugs and alcohol, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Not necessarily I stopped following him because, not necessarily, don't get it twisted. It's not like I don't follow Adrian Broner because he started losing. Of course not. It's more like he just lost focus. It is what it is. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here, that Rolly, Adrian Broner, Billy Joe Saunders and Rolly, I see that similarity between these guys. Some to a more of a degree than others between them three. For example, like Rolly, man, it seems like he doesn't act his age. I don't know how old this young man is. Okay, I'm not. I don't know how old he is, but he looks quite young. But I get the impression off of this interview, the way he acts, just like I said, the first few seconds you see this video, man, the way he responds, like the reporter guy, whatever, fight hype salute, he's like, hey, how you doing, or something like that, and he's like, I'm good, like a kid. That's like, like I said, I'm not trying to be here offensive or nothing like that. That's just my perspective on this, on Rolly, and like I said, it's not getting to a point where I'm worrying about him, but I want to keep, I'm interested and intrigued on seeing how he grows, as a man, because he's still growing, and how this may affect his career in the future. How may this affect his career in the future? I don't know if he's fully developed when it comes to maturity. He seems like a young junior high kid, or maybe even an elementary school kid when it comes, because just the facial expressions throughout the interview, and the way he talks. It seems like, he's still growing and maturing, but I don't know. And that's like the entertaining factor that a lot of people saying. I'm not really interested in this fight, man. I'm making this video though because I'm interested in, and it just caught my attention. It caught my attention the way Rolly is. You see what I'm saying? And for the fact that his name is linked up with Tank now, I mean, his name's blowing up a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But that's why I'm making this video. Like, it interests me to see how he will grow in maturity and how this will affect his career. I don't think he's gonna win this fight, okay? I have it really lopsided. But then again, boxing is boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I know the whole world has, Tank knocking this guy out, knocking Rolly out. But the same, speculation and predictions or whatever, it was similar with Tank and Pitbull. A lot of people were saying, the majority were saying, who's Pitbull? Because this guy's going to get knocked out. He has no skill. He's not, you know what I'm saying? And I thought the same too. Lo and behold, for whatever reason it is, ladies and gentlemen, no excuses, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason it is, Tank couldn't knock this guy out. He couldn't knock Pitbull out. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody and their mama has Rolly getting knocked out and annihilated, but who knows, man? This is boxing. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Rolly can punch, you know what I'm saying? But I really doubt, and the way that Rolly, and it's funny because it's kind of it's just curious because I don't know, I can't find the word. I can't even find the freaking word to describe what I'm thinking, but it's kind of funny how Rolly, he looks so confident. And that shows, ladies and gentlemen, this is a point I want to point out too, that, bring out that in the official face-off or what have you, of their last face-off they just had, with this official fight, that's going to be in May 25th, or I don't know, whatever dates it's going to be in May, okay? So Rolly doesn't look scared at all. It's not like the other fighters are scared. No, of course not. I'm not saying that. I'm not implying that. But, and I know that there's some debate in it, and I know, yeah, I understand that. But people, I pushed on Twitter the other day saying, concerning this face-off they had. Rolly, he wasn't backing down. He was straight looking at him. He wasn't respecting Tank. That's what I'm getting at. All the other fighters, man, that seems like every other fighter that has fought, all the other fighters that have fought Tank, they respected him. They didn't talk trash in front of him. They just, stood still and, and just, look at the cameras, whatever. Rolly wasn't doing that. He was also mouthing off back to Tank. That's different. That's different from all the opponents that Tank has fought, from what I recall. Okay, so that's interesting. That's why this is intriguing me, this whole build-up. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm really hardcore following this fight because, like I said, it's a lopsided fight. This is like 90-10. 90-10 probability that Tank's going to take this guy out. You know what I'm saying? But it's intriguing because I think maybe because of how Rolly is in his mind, how he's growing and maturing. I mean, like, his confidence is really up there, man. You know what I'm saying? his confidence is really high. And the way he speaks is like, I'm going to knock this guy out. He fights, he has T-Rex arms or whatever, kind of reminds me of what Thurman said about Pacquiao, right? Short arms and stuff like that. And it's weird because, like I said, I don't follow Rolly, man. I really don't know who the heck's on his team. I don't know who his coach is. All due respect, you know what I'm saying? But then his coach jumps in, and it's just really caught my attention. It's intriguing because his coach, it seems like they have that same level of confidence. Like, they're looking at Tank as he's nothing, like he's no competition. And that's what's weird about it. That's what's weird about it, because most fighters out there, for example, Shakur and Oscar Valdez, Shakur recognizes and respects Oscar Valdez to a degree. I don't have time right now to break that down because there are several interviews that show that Shakur, he knows who he's facing. And he's not facing a pushover, ladies and gentlemen. I've been saying that for a minute, and I have proof. I got the receipts, blah, blah, blah. But I don't have time to do that and break that down right now because we're talking about Rolly. But what I'm trying to say here is that most opponents, they respect the opponent that they're fighting because they know the quality and the skills that are in their opponent. Well, I'm talking about like high-level fights. You know what I'm saying? But Rolly and his coach, I think that was his coach who came in. You check the interview out. Correct him if I'm wrong. Those who are in the premiere and in the playback family or in the comment section, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was his coach. I think that's his coach. The guy that jumped in the interview, and just to look in their eyes, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They have they're showing no respect at all to Rolly. You know what I'm saying? They're showing no respect at all, and they're looking at Rolly as if they're looking at Tank. They're looking at Tank as if he's a walk in the park. I just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if this confidence is really helping them. I don't even know. This is another thing. I don't even know if Rolly's coach believes what they're saying here. I mean, and then they talked about Haney. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Then the reporter guy mentioned Haney or something like that, right? And they were like, and I think the coach, Rolly's coach, turned around, put his back, towards the camera. He's like, I'm just gonna turn around, with his braids, switching his braids up, It's weird to me, I don't know. Like these guys, Rolly and his coach, I think that's his coach. Yeah, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but they look just like their confidence. It may help. Will it help them? Do you think that, I want to share this with you guys, and I want you guys to collaborate and go ahead and opinion. Do you think this level of confidence in Rolly and his coach, his team, whatever, is it going to help them in this fight? because the skills that Rolly has, it's not elite, skill, especially when you come up against a boxer, and Tank. Yeah, a lot of people say, yeah, Tank's just a knockout artist. No, I mean, I broke that down in other sessions as well, man. Tank has a lot of skills, man. This guy is highly skilled offensively and defensively, Tank, and I don't have time to break that down in this video. You know what I'm saying? But, is it, do you think the confidence is going to help that capacity that Rolly is understanding or interpreting how Tank is? And his perspective that, Tank's a walk in the park, I'm going to walk him down. And he's talking about round one. Does he really believe what he's saying, or is he just saying this to sell the fight? Can somebody please help me here? And like I said, man, I don't know, because, kids, and it sounds offensive. I'm not trying to be, okay? I'm just, trying to understand the psyche of all this, That's the beauty of the fight game. It goes way deep. Kids at an elementary school level, you know what I'm saying, that, at a young age, they believe, they can believe in anything, and it shows. And it looks like Rolly is like that. Like, in his perspective, he's really believing what he's saying. Or do you think, because that's what I think, that's what I'm seeing, or do you think he's just doing this to sell the fight? He's talking about round one. He's talking about round one. I'm going to walk this guy down, and just to look how he moves his eyes around, and looks like, it looks like a kid that, to me, Rolly looks kind of like a person that, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, if he's trying to impress the people around him, and he's looking around, like the being self-conscious. Like I said, I cannot put my finger on it. I'm not a freaking psychologist, but, I've been around, in a school academia context for many years, and I can kind of detect things in kids, you know what I'm saying? I can detect things in adolescents and teenagers up to university level to adulthood, and I can, kind of perceive how a student is and where their maturity level is at to a degree. And it seems like Rolly, man, I don't know. It's perplexing to me, you know? And it's funny. It's funny. It's kind of comical. I laugh. But, hey, respect to Rolly, man. He's going to fight, you know, one of the best, debatably the best in the divisions, plural, of 135 of 130 and 140. Some people out there saying he's the best. I don't think he's the best just yet. That's me. Because he's yet to fight other guys that are up there. It goes the same with a lot of other fighters, ladies and gentlemen. You can't necessarily say a fighter's the best until they fight the best. It's as simple as that. Come on now. You know, that's the problem nowadays, you know, in the fight game, you know. Oh, yeah, he's the best out there. He can knock all these guys out. Well, then go do it. You got to go fight these guys. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Tyson Fury. All due respect, though, man. Wonderful win against White. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people saying that, oh, yeah, he'll walk over Anthony Joshua. He'll walk over Usyk. We'll make the freaking fights to prove it. But it's not going to happen most likely. And, hey, all due respect to Tyson Fury, if he's retiring, if he really is retiring, salute, man. Enjoy your retirement, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say here is this, man, that, you know, going up against somebody who's considered one of the best or the best out there, in Tank and Rolly acting like he is and talking like he's talking, I really do think that Rolly believes what he's saying. And I reiterate, that's the question, you know, for you. Is he doing this to sell the fight, or is he doing this because he really believes it? You know, check the interview out, man. Look at the description. I'm just going to leave it at that, you know what I'm saying? And his coach looks like he has the same belief, you know? It's a trip. And like I said, I got to reiterate one more time. They're like talking about Haney like he's nothing, like he has no skills. It's kind of weird to me, but I guess this is what makes the fight game really interesting. That's the sport. And it would be just funny. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it like that. Whatever. It would be just, like, funny if Rolly really did pull this off. If he does pull this off against Tank and beats him. Or, you know, or if he goes 12 rounds. If they go to 12 rounds, the world's going to be like, what the heck happened there? What happened to, you know, Tank knocking this dude out, you know, and, but we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? Everyday Boxing like a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Definitely, man, I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Go ahead and subscribe. You know, support by subscribing, liking it up, sharing, spreading the word. You know what I'm saying? You can support also through the Cash App. You know, you can see it there on the screen or what have you, and I appreciate y'all, man. What do you think about this? And one more thing real quick, man. It seems like the reporter was trying to hold in his laugh. I don't know. It looked like the reporter didn't even know what else to say or ask him. You know what I'm saying? It seems like the reporter even tried holding his laugh in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But, hey, salute to Rolly, and I wish the best of luck for him, you know. And I admit, the build-up is going to be intriguing. So, you know, to the fight. You know, it is, but it's a lopsided fight in my humble opinion. Peace out.